And here we are.
Peter has this tradition that he's forcing on me.
This is what I always hear, just complaints. Yeah, then you kill it yourself. Merry Christmas. Oops.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
No, we are not staying in the bed today because it's our Christmas. Yeah, so we're just waking up and we're going to prepare our Christmas day. Yeah, as we told you already before, we celebrate Christmas on the 21st of December. So this is it. We have a lot of things to do, so we can't afford staying here any longer.
It would be nice though.
Yeah.
So let's go, honey. Let's start our Christmas.
Yay! We have one last piece of Christmas decorations, one more tablecloth, which we received from Peter's mom, and we put it here on the kitchen island. We take it out just before Christmas because this area gets really dirty really quick, so we need to be careful since it's white. But look how pretty it is. Peter's mom edited these pictures or whatever it is, so that's her doing.
It's kinda patchwork.
Yeah, I guess.
Christmassy pictures. It's very nice. I love this tablecloth.
Me too. But this is not how we do it.
Yeah, like this.
Better.
Now I can recognize it.
So we are all set for today.
Well, we are not really set for today because there are still a lot of things we have to do. One of them is our Christmas tree. So let's go to our balcony.
In your Christmas socks.
Yes, but it's really wet, so I'm gonna wet my socks or slippers. And here we are. This is our lovely Christmas tree. Can I put it here or is it dirty?
Put it here first.
Okay. We are going to decorate it later. We'll let it warm up here on the kitchen counter. And in the meantime, let's have a small breakfast.
We've been looking for this for a long time because Christmas breakfast is very special and there's a lot of it.
It keeps coming.
And that's not all. These are typical Christmas sweets, which is one of the traditions in our country. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to bake like 20 or 30 different kinds. It took weeks to prepare them. I helped with decorating them a little bit, but it was mostly my mom doing all the work. We only bought 4 kilograms, which is about 8 pounds, and we made a few of our own as well. And then we look forward to them because it's not allowed to eat them until Christmas.
Yeah.
So today we can finally taste them.
Who makes up these rules?
Right. But at least they will last for longer. So let's check them out, shall we?
Yeah, we shall. We most definitely shall. But show us yours first, because that's your doing, honey, right?
Not just mine. It was your idea and you did all the work.
We were baking for a long time, for 4 hours. But Tommy finished it and decorated these cookies.
Yeah, because decoration is my specialty. So here they are, look. Here with jam. And these have also jam inside plus chocolate on top. I hope they will be tasty as well.
Yeah, doesn't look like that many. Like it should take 4 hours to bake and prepare.
Well, that's because, honey, you tasted half of them.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you kept tasting, remember? If they are still good, like every 2 hours.
Huh, I don't remember that.
But these are delicious. Right. We buy them every year.
Mm-hmm. Big reveal. Come on. Hopefully they are there.
Ta-da! They are here.
So these are supposed to be healthier, with whole grain flour and no sugar, just fruits and other sweeteners alternative, but we really love them. We've been ordering these ones for many years now, right?
Mm-hmm. And what's your favorite?
My favorite are these ones because they are very creamy, something like buttercream in there. I generally love cookies with buttercream. Lots of cream, not much dough. That's my favorite.
Ta-da! And second floor.
Oh my god.
These are very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
And these are my favorites. They are called Linz sweets, based on the city of Linz in Austria.
Mm-hmm.
They are very common here, but Peter has this tradition that is forcing on me that we should not eat on Christmas Day.
Yeah, because there is this legend or saying, or I don't know what it is,
Tradition?
tradition maybe, that you should fast on Christmas Eve, and if you do, then you'll see a golden pig in the evening.
Yeah, and then you eat it because you're so hungry.
No, you definitely don't eat it, but you just see it and then you will have luck or something. I don't know. It should be pretty. We've never seen it. I don't know why.
Do you remember when we started buying these sweets?
During our first Christmas? Or no, a year later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I was surprised, in Slovakia it's a bit different. We don't make that many kinds. And they are not this cute. Like, these are small and very cute. I don't know how to describe it. So many kinds. And that was new for me because Tommy brought it after our first Christmas when he visited all of his family.
Whenever I visit my parents and grandparents, they all give me some sweets to take back with me to the city. So yeah, I kept some of them for Peter. So when he visited me again after Christmas, I gave it to him to try, and he loved it.
Yeah, I totally loved it. So the next year, we decided we are going to order it from the internet.
Because a lot of people bake them themselves at home, and some of them bake them for others as well. So you can buy homemade sweets from other families.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I totally loved it. And over the years, we tried different kinds. And we settled on these ones, right? These healthier ones. But we tried many kinds.
But why don't we make them ourselves?
Because it would take ages to make it on our own.
And usually people make so many, or we buy so many, that it lasts you until New Year or so, or even later. So we ration them basically, and we have some every day for 1 or maybe even 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is. It's the tradition.
Yeah.
So what can you do?
You should enjoy them for many days.
Finally, we can eat
Our Christmas cookies. This is our breakfast. But apples and tangerines are in majority still, so this is just a small sample and we can feast then in the evening.
Right? I think we will.
We will.
Now let's decorate our tree. We have a small fir tree from our balcony in a pot, so we keep reusing it.
How old is it?
I don't know, 3 years maybe?
Yeah, I would say 3 years.
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The previous one died of heat.
Yeah,
In
heat
summer.
stroke.
Yeah. So now we have this. It grows by a few centimeters maybe every year.
we have these simple ornaments. We use them every year. They are a bit sparkly and we like them.
Are they made of hay?
Yeah, something like that, I would say. So, these ornaments, we have this little ornament. We are not really sure from whom we got it, but it's pretty. And yeah, some beads, silver ones, and a little angel, because we are little angels.
There used to be 2 angels, but one angel's head fell off, so...
Yeah, so we just have this one now. Okay, so let's start decorating. Done.
I know what you're thinking. This is the ugliest tree I've ever seen. But somebody has ugly Christmas sweaters and we have an ugly Christmas tree.
It's not that ugly. It's ours.
Yeah. It's unique, right?
It's
very
unique.
special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So look at it.
Even the angel is on top at the moment. That doesn't happen, or he will fall off soon. Small branch update. It's not blossoming. You can see some of the buds are slowly opening, but it looks like it's still gonna take a while before they open completely and before we see some flowers.
So we are not getting married?
Looks like we're not.
This is like so maybe registered partnership is right for us.
Yeah. But maybe it will still blossom by the regular Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
because our Christmas is 3 days in advance, so we'll see.
So that would mean gay marriage in our country next year?
Sure. It all depends on this branch, guys. Every year on our Christmas day, we go for a short walk near our condo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's good to be on the fresh air and have some movement at least, not eating the whole time.
Peter always chooses the best paths for our walks. It's beautiful. He knows how much I love mud. So let's go.
In my defense, there is mud everywhere at this time of year, so not much choices there, honey.
It's a muddy Christmas.
Yeah.
Peter is in charge of choosing where we go each year. So you always try to find snow or frost or something, right?
Uh-huh. But sometimes there is no chance in hell to find some snow or rime or something. So yeah, in the recent years it's been quite warm and muddy everywhere.
I feel like it's Peter's challenge each year to find the muddiest place to take me. So the Christmas walks are very romantic because I always return with mud everywhere.
This is what I always hear, just complaints. Peter is always dragging me through mud.
He does?
But that's not my intention at all. We are below the Owl Rock. I don't know if you can see it because it's quite foggy, but we took you here some time ago in this video. Maybe you remember. We always look forward to dinner because Christmas dinner is the main dish of the day. Like, it's the highlight. It's called a generous dinner. We'll tell you more about it later. But yeah, so on this walk, it's good to enjoy the surroundings and winter atmosphere that is not there.
Where are you? I can see you. It's so foggy.
I'm here, honey. Follow my voice. No. We are preparing our Christmas dinner now. First, I'm cooking a creamy mushroom soup, and then later, as second dish, we are going to have fried tuna with French fries or something similar. You'll see. We have all these traditions from Slovakia, from my parents, and I brought these traditions with me to Tommy.
So, what does Christmas Eve look like in Slovakia?
So our typical Christmas Eve started in the morning, my morning, around 10. We weren't eating, or just something small, some fruit. Then we went to visit my grandpa, and there was a feast there. There is this typical big cake with a lot of layers, with poppy seed and cream cheese and marmalade, nuts, everything was in there. It's going to be weird and sad this year because my grandpa passed away this year. So, but we are not going to Slovakia at all. But yeah, weird Christmas because I have a lot of Christmas memories with my grandpa. And then, after that, we returned home and we started preparing Christmas dinner. My mom mainly, of course, but we decorated with my sister and with my dad. We decorated the table and I don't know, just these preparations. We have a footage from 2015. We were filming these preparations, so we can show you that. It's interesting. And then there is this Christmas dinner.
So, what is a typical Christmas Eve dinner like in Slovakia?
So it was different in our family and it's different in other families. We started with Christmas waffles with honey and garlic. A weird combination, but there is a reason for that. Because you want to stay healthy for the next year, and garlic and honey are supposed to be for that.
Wasn't one for health and one for love?
Oh yeah, honey for love and garlic for health. Okay. So you start with that. Then we always had this creamy mushroom soup. I totally love it.
It's delicious.
Yeah, but my sister, Monica, she doesn't like mushrooms, so she always got another soup from my grandpa, lentil soup. And then, as the second dish, the main one, we usually had fried carp. That's very popular in our countries. You can buy the carp a few days before Christmas everywhere. There are these big pools or big buckets, I don't know, with carps, and you choose one that you want and they kill it for you, or you can take one that is alive with you and then you put it into a bathtub. It sounds really weird, but that's how it is, right, honey?
Yeah, and you can kill it yourself.
It's totally normal to have a carp in a bathtub for a few days before Christmas.
Yeah.
And yeah, then you kill it yourself. It sounds sad, but yeah. So a fried carp with a special potato salad with mayonnaise that's really popular everywhere.
I love it.
And other people don't have this mushroom soup, but they have sauerkraut soup, something like that. That's very typical.
It's very similar here. We don't have the waffles. That's a Slovak thing, but we also have sauerkraut soup and the fried carp, which is a kind of fish, very common here, with potato salad. But in my family, we had a sauerkraut soup for lunch, and for dinner we actually didn't have a carp because it's full of bones.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it at all. It wasn't my favorite dish because this carp has a lot of bones, small bones, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. And the fish itself isn't that tasty either.
Yeah.
Some people say it tastes like mud because it lives in ponds. So where the water doesn't circulate that much.
Yeah, quite a lot of people actually don't like it, but you eat it anyway because it's a tradition.
Yeah, and you have to do what tradition says, right?
Yeah.
But not us, we made our own traditions.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a schnitzel made of nutria or koipu, if you know what it is.
It's some kind of rodent, right?
Yeah. It's very unusual, and I remember some friends in school were like laughing that we eat rat for Christmas.
Yeah.
But it used to be very popular to have them for their fur. So my grandparents used to have like a few hundred of them at their place, and they sold them for the fur.
Mm-hmm. So that, and was it tasty?
No,
You didn't like meat.
I hated meat as a kid, but I was forced to eat it, so I had to eat it. But I loved the potato salad. That was my favorite part.
So you had the potato salad as well.
Yeah.
And then presents?
Yeah, presents right after.
Mhm.
I was always a slow eater, so everybody had to wait for me to finish eating the disgusting meat.
Yeah. The soup is ready. We just have to wait for it to cool down and prepare the second dish, of course. So there are mushrooms in it, potatoes, carrots, dill from our garden that we had in our freezer, and cream, and it's very creamy and delicious. Oops! That didn't go as planned, but it's in.
And that's what matters.
Yeah. Look at this cute little coat for our wine bottle.
So fancy.
Yeah, it's really cute. But look at this. We have a limited edition of wine again. This is wine made of roses, rose flowers. And these are the Christmas waffles. These ones, these smaller ones. It's impossible to find them in the Czech Republic. When I mentioned it at our first Christmas to Tommy, all I got was blank stare. Never heard of it before. We were looking for them everywhere, and then I found them in one Slovak little shop, but they don't eat it here, so it's really weird. There is an alternative. These big,
wafers.
but they are not for Christmas.
So finally dinner.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, my love. Merry Christmas.
So what do we have here?
Tuna steaks with cheese and French fries, bit of tartar sauce, and here we have fresh arugula from our garden. The dinner is over, and now ringing of the bell means that we are going to take a look if there are, by any chance, any presents or gifts after all.
I doubt that.
Yeah. Oh my god, there is something.
I don't get it. It was empty just a moment ago.
Yeah.
So there were some gifts after all.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
They didn't come from me.
From me either.
But then who brings gifts?
So in our countries, Gifts aren't brought to you by Santa or Father Christmas or Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas brings just sweets on the 5th of December. But at Christmas,
On Christmas Eve, we get presents from baby Jesus.
yeah. Sounds really weird,
Yeah.
but that's how it is. So it's not real Jesus, it's just something called baby Jesus.
It's the version of Jesus that was born. It's a flying baby, basically.
Like, it could be a flying baby, but it doesn't have to be. Everyone imagines something different,
Yeah.
I would say. For me, this baby Jesus is something like a spirit. I always imagined it like some spirit, some presence in the room, and it should glow, yellowish, white, yellow, something like that. It flies or levitates in the room somehow.
This spirit.
Yeah,
For me, it was just a flying baby.
like normal baby
Yeah.
with wings or
No, just it levitates. Levitating baby.
okay, so I think I have better imagination.
Yeah, you do.
So if you ask someone what this baby Jesus looks like, you wouldn't get a definite answer, I think. You can write letters to him with your gift ideas. So it comes on Christmas Eve after the dinner. There is always a bell that rings, and that means that the presents appeared under the Christmas tree and little Jesus was here, but he is gone.
Yeah. In our family, my mom rang keys. We didn't have a bell, so she just took her keys and
So
rang.
cute.
Which is very typical for Czech Republic because that's the Velvet Revolution symbol.
Yeah, people rang with keys.
And communism fell.
Yeah. Okay, so there were gifts. We just got some smaller things that would be useful for our country house, for example. And together we got a calendar.
Yay!
Yay! And it's beautiful.
And today is winter solstice.
Yeah. That's our Christmas day, 21st of December.
So finally the days are getting longer again.
Yeah.
So we will go play with our gifts now.
I got some boxer briefs. They are nice.
Yeah, they are good for playing. So let's go play and watch a Christmas movie or two.
And eat Christmas cookies and
Yes.
sweets and everything.
Finally!
Yay!
So we hope you enjoyed this video.
Give us a like, comment below, share with a friend, subscribe to our channel, and see you guys next time on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, because again, Thursday,
Yeah, this schedule, it's crazy.
we chose the wrong day for this year.
Yeah. So till then, bye!
Bye!